Hi, Brook Katz back again. We're gonna make another delicious seitan dish today.
Joyful greetings, viewers! Thank you for being with us again on Vegetarianism, the Noble Way of Living. Today we again have the pleasure of joining Chef Brook Katz in the kitchen for the continuation of a series of exciting vegan cooking shows.
I want to show you how to make one of my favorites. And I know that you're going to love it and that everybody loves this kind. It's sweet and sour seitan.
Aside from authoring a number of vegan cookbooks, Mr. Katz has lectured and presented cooking demonstrations worldwide. He has been invited to speak on various radio and television programs on the benefits of plant-based nutrition. He has even prepared a vegan luau for the King of Tonga, in addition to cooking for celebrities and politicians. Chef Brook Katz lives what he speaks and strives to be proof that you can turn your life around for the better simply by changing your diet. At the age of 30, with the guidance of vegan Dr. Michael Clapper, Mr. Katz embarked on lifestyle transition that included a delicious vegan diet, exercise, sunshine, and herbs, which helped him shed 100 pounds and cured his health ailments. Since then, he has assisted thousands of other people in gaining better health. On our show today, Chef Brook Katz is going to continue his delightful sweet and sour seitan. We had previously learned how to prep the seitan and veggies, and then he created for us a homemade sweet and sour marinade. Let's see how the dish is coming along.
Stir that up. We'll give that about 2-3 minutes just to let it steam. We want the sprouts just to be a little bit on the wilted side there. We don't want them to lose their crunch. We're just going to add in the saute here. The marinade, excuse me. We'll add this directly to the saute. And now we're just going to let it reduce down. We'll turn the fire up a little bit. And we'll let that reduce down and thicken. Okay. Cover that again. About another minute or two. Okay, so while we're letting this cook, if you want to thicken the sauce a little faster and a little bit more and not have to sit there and wait till the sauce reduces down, you can take a bowl, take a little bit of cornstarch or arrowroot powder. There's a number of different thickeners on the market. Kudzu powder is another one, potato starch, any of these, water, chestnut flour, they'll all thicken very nicely. And it'll take about, a tablespoon. And now we're going to add just the smallest amount of water. It does not take a lot of water to dissolve cornstarch. That's a secret. A lot of people tend to use too much water, and then the cornstarch doesn't do the thickening that it's supposed to do. Just that little drop of water is all we needed to dissolve that whole tablespoon of cornstarch. Okay? Now we go back to our pan here. Everything's cooking very nicely. Notice how the colors are still nice and bright. We're not going to let them lose their color. We're not going to let it get too wilted here. Okay? And we'll come to the center, and we'll take that cornstarch, and we'll pour it right in. Now, almost immediately, it will start to thicken. And all we do is circulate. You can see already how things are thickening. And we just start mixing all around. Take all the liquid, mix it all together. Now, if you add a little bit more cornstarch, you can turn this into, from a sauce, you can turn it into a glaze, where it thickens so much it's almost like a gel that will coat everything. But we want it to be a little bit saucy still. We want it to still have a little bit of that sauciness. And that's from the pineapple juice. We want that to be able to flavor everything down the line. So as you can see, everything is nice, thickened, and you get it so that it coats everything very nicely. And just let that serve right there. We'll get a little bit of rice from before. And we'll take our rice, put it right here. And if you make rice correctly, you'll find that nothing burns at the bottom, and that you should be left with almost nothing in the pan after you scrape it out. A drop of water will free that up, and it'll clean up in just a second. One of my favorite ways of making rice, when you're in the wilderness in Hawaii, we used to camp out, and we would find a big stalk of bamboo. Big, thick stalk, about this big. And we would cut a section, and bamboo grows in sections, and at each section there's a membrane that stops, the opening from each section. And if you cut just in the other side of the membrane, so that you leave the membrane on one side, and on the other side you cut just before the membrane, so that it's an open hole, then you have a canister out of this bamboo. Well, if you take a few handfuls of rice, you don't even need to put water in there. Take a few handfuls of rice, throw it into the section bamboo, close off the open side of the bamboo, and then just lay that whole bamboo section over the fire that you've got made. Just put it into your campfire and let it sit there. The water and the moisture in the bamboo being cooked will transfer to that non-cooked rice, to the dried rice that you put in there. And about a half an hour later, if you take that canister off the fire and you take your machete and you split the section right down the half and you open it up, you will find that it is just filled with beautiful, fluffy, cooked rice. You didn't have to do a thing to it. It's a magical, magical thing. Both bamboo and rice. I love them both. So now we're just going to take our sweet and sour now. Everything is cooked together nicely. It's reduced down. Everything is still pretty crunchy and pretty colorful. We don't want to lose that. And we'll just spoon this right onto our bed of rice here. Get plenty of the colors in. Whoops. Lots of colors, lots of colors. Pineapple, mango, beautiful. Put a nice slab of seitan right on the top there. There we go. And now you have a wonderful, sweet, delicious dish to serve to all your guests and show them that vegetarian cooking can be for anybody. It can taste delicious. It doesn't have to be rabbit food, and that it can be healthy, colorful, and fun to eat. Bon appetit. Thank you, all the viewers of Supreme Master TV. We've enjoyed doing this for you, and I'd like to thank Supreme Master Television for making all this possible. The wonderful food that is cooked here is available for people to see at any time. Go to the archives of the station, and you can bring up not only mine, but thousands of wonderful dishes cooked by wonderful people all over the world for your health and your enjoyment. Thank you, Supreme Master. Bye-bye.
For more information on Chef Brook Katz, vegan recipes, and to purchase his vegan cookbooks, New Favorites, The Gentle Persuasion, and The Really Real Foods, please visit www.brookkatz.com.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/VEG.